Are you aware that 93% of communication is nonverbal? 55% is body language, 38% tonality, 7% verbal, actual words. This is actually known as the 7-38-55 rule. That was a psychology study done by a UCLA psychology professor, Dr. Albert Maharabian. I would like to discuss with you verbal and nonverbal forms of communication. As children, our first forms of communication was nonverbal. The way we held our head, the way we cried, our facial expressions when we wanted something and we couldn't actually speak or say what we wanted. Nonverbal communication was the first, our beginning stage of communication. Now, in order to be an effective communicator, one must be able to listen not only with our ears, but we have to be able to listen with our eyes. For example, a verbal communication could be a person saying, "I'm not upset with you." But a nonverbal communication would be avoiding eye contact, folding of the arms, tense expression, really closed in body language. Now that's sending out two different communications, two different signals. So of course, the person who you're interacting with would take your nonverbal communication to be the most effective, because what you're saying is not agreeing with what you're doing, with what your body is saying. So we must be aware of when we're communicating or interacting with individuals, of how our posture, of how our gestures can appear to someone. And in order to be an effective communicator, we must be able to read these postures and gestures and all these movements. We must also be aware that symbols mean different things in different cultures. For example, the thumbs up in the USA is a sign of approval, but in West Africa, Latin America, it means up yours. And for example, cross fingers, which means good luck in USA. In Vietnam, it resembles the female genitals, which is considered lewd, so we don't want to say that when we're in Vietnam. The two fingers, the peace sign in America. In Australia and the United Kingdom, it's actually considered rude, and it signifies contempt for authority. So we have to be consciously aware in different cultures what simple symbols here that are safe, that mean one thing for us, mean something different for another culture. Verbal communication only takes up 7% of our communication because there's only so many words you can say. Nonverbal communication takes up 93% because it means so much. It comes in the form of artifacts, which could be the way I style my hair, my earrings, my jewelry, how I wear my glasses, the clothes I wear, how I do my nails, no polish. These are all forms of communication about myself. I can also be giving out mixed signals by the shoes I wear, how the kind of car I drive, what's inside my car, how I decorate my car. All these are forms of nonverbal communication. I feel that nonverbal communication is extremely important because it actually expresses what's real in a person. It lets you know immediately and effectively what this person is actually trying to say. Verbally, people are going to say things that they believe you want to hear, or they're going to say things to not hurt one's feelings, but your face, your body, your gestures, all of these things are saying the opposite. Thank you so much for allowing me to discuss verbal and nonverbal communication. Thank you.